Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the day two of our masterclass, Breaking the Paradigm Boxes. If you can hear me, just let me know in the chat box by giving up me a thumbs up or by just saying yes. Just let me know in the chat box. If you are joining us on YouTube, I welcome every single one of you for being here on YouTube. If you are here with us in the Zoom call, welcome to every single one of you. I'm really happy and I'm really excited to have you all here. And I believe the day two is going to be more incredible than the day one. And you are going to get information that is going to blow your mind away. So be ready, buckle up your seatbelts because we are all in for a ride. We are all in treat for the day two, breaking the paradigm boxes. All right, so on YouTube, we have people joining us from Chennai, and let's see from where you guys are here on Zoom. Don't forget to let us know from where you are joining us. And if you're new to our YouTube channel, make sure to give us a subscribe. All right, so without any further delay, we are all set to go. Let me just switch on my video, bring it right there at the top, and here we are. All right, so the video is on. We are all set and all ready. All right, so welcome everybody. Welcome to this master class, this 3-day special master class on the subject of breaking the paradigm boxes. Now, before we get into the day two, a little bit of review of day one so that we can all be on the same frequency and the same vibration. And I'm assuming that you all have completed the workbook that I have sent to you yesterday in an email. If you have not checked it, then you may have to go back today or tonight and check that workbook because there is a tons of value in that workbook. All right, and if some of you have already done that, just let me know in the chat box that you have done that. All right, perfect. So Saloni has done that. Congratulations for that, Saloni. Wonderful. All right, how many else have done the workbook that I have given you yesterday? If you have completed the day one workbook, just let me know in the chat box by saying yes. All right, Deepak's another one who said yes. Wonderful, Deepak. Congratulations. And I firmly believe that if you have done that, you will have and definitely have received a lot of value out of it. Rajiv, you may have to go to your email and check it out because everybody has received that. All right, so most of you have done that, which is a good sign. If you have not done that, you may receive it again tonight. So you may need to have a look at that and go through it again tonight. So yesterday we started this wonderful, marvelous Breaking the Paradigm Boxes masterclass. And we started discussing about some of the myths we have about our own potential. And I keep on enforcing one idea to your mind that if we really want to grow in our life, we have to overcome some of the myths we have created about our own potential, about our own personality, and about our own belief system. And that is why I have given you that workbook yesterday, which is precisely based upon the subject of our belief system so that you can evaluate and reevaluate some of your belief systems and start getting on the right path where you start seeing better things about you. Now, today, day two, it's about the success formula. Now, I believe we all want to achieve success in our life. Now, the definition of success or whatever we call it may be different for every different person on this call right now. Maybe some of you might consider, having a good family might be a successful life for them. Maybe for some of you, having a good career, a professional career may be success. So the definition of success for every single human being can be different. But the point here is that we all want to be successful in our life. We all want to live in a better house. We all want to live a more comfortable life. We all want to enjoy, things. We all want to do the thing that we really want to do. So we all have different kind of aspirations and we all have different ideas in our mind. But the point here is that we all want to achieve this word right there, success. Now, if I talk about success, one of the best definition that I have ever came across was and is still from Earl Nightingale, where he said that success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. I repeat, Earl Nightingale said that in 1960s, and in fact even earlier than that, that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. What does that mean? That means you know in your life where you are right now, you know where you want to be, and you're constantly moving towards that target. That is the definition of success Earl Nightingale gave. And if we only integrate that definition into our life, our whole life can become very easy, and it can become very interesting. But the point here is that since we have myths about our own potential, since we have negative belief systems, supplanted in our subconscious mind, it becomes a very difficult ride for every single one of us to really achieve the true aspects of success in our life. And I'm going to give you a formula today that if you follow that formula, your success will be and surely will be guaranteed. And this is the formula that every single successful person has consciously or unconsciously used in their life. And understand that there are always going to be two kind of people. One are the conscious component of success, another one are the unconscious component. Unconscious competed are those people who don't know why they're successful, and that is the reason why their success is non-transferable. They cannot even give their success to their kids because they don't know by themselves why they are really highly successful. So I want every single one of you to become conscious competent of success. And the formula I'm going to give you today, the same formula Phil Goldfine has used to become a great director, an Oscar winner, an Emmy and a Tony Award winner, Bob has used to develop a great life and a great company. I am using from last 5 years to live the life that I really wanted to live, and many other students all across the world have used the same formula. And I'm going to break that formula today, step by step to you. And to do that, I want every single one of you to have a blank sheet of paper ready with you. Take out a blank sheet of paper and a pen with you. As I always said, that my trainings and master classes are never without pen and paper because I really love to engage people. If you're ready with a pen and a paper, let me know with a yes in the chat box. I'm watching your comments here on YouTube. At the same time, I'm watching your comments on Zoom. So if you're ready with a pen and a paper, type a yes in the chat box. All right, so there are some of you who said yes, yes, awesome. That's wonderful. Lovely. Great. Let's see if the people are ready on YouTube or not. YouTube, are you ready? Are you ready with a pen and a paper, guys? Awesome. So people are ready. Wonderful. Here we go. Now, I want you to think about something very important. All right. Let this R represent the result you want to improve in your life, and understand that success is all about improving your results. It's about getting better at what you are doing presently. I want you to look at your life and write down one area or one result that you desperately want right now. It may be money that you want to earn, it may be the kind of relationships you want to be, or it may be the kind of health you want to have. It could be anything. Write down that result as specific as it can be. If it is money, write down how much money. If it is health, write down the exact weight you want to have. It is the relationship, what qualities you want in your relationship. Take 2 minutes right now on this point and write that down. Take 2 minutes and write that down. Take 2 minutes and write that down. And once you're done, just let me know in the chat box by saying that yes, we are done. and then we are going to uncover the success formula. All right, I can see some of yes. That's good. Let's wait for a few more comments from some few other people also. If you're done, then you just simply say yes in the chat box. All right, perfect. I can see a lot of yes coming in. All right, so there's another one on YouTube also. That's lovely. All right, wonderful. So now open your mind and watch the next 15 minutes as attentively as you can. Because now I am going to give you a formula that is like any scientific formula. Under all conditions, it works exactly the same. Just like the way E is equal to mc squared, Einstein gives that equation, and that equation under a certain set of circumstances always is right. So the success formula I'm going to give you today, that success formula is applicable to every single person on this planet, irrespective of the age, irrespective of the profession, irrespective of the work they're doing, irrespective of anything. This formula is always correct for achieving success. But the point here is that you must apply every single element in this formula if you want to become successful. So let's get into the success formula. The first step in that success formula is awareness. Now, what that awareness means? By awareness, I mean you gotta become aware about you, yourself, the work you wanna do. Become aware about your marvelous mental faculties, the tool that's right there inside your mind, but you have never been taught to use them. You have to keep becoming aware and aware and aware and aware and aware. And the only way you can become aware about yourself is by study. You got to study you. It's like you got to study yourself like a scientist. You have to become the scientist, just like the way a scientist study anything with the minor details. You got to study yourself. That's not like a rocket science, but it still take effort and commitment and dedication, as I said yesterday. You got to get locked up within good books. You have to find great mentors. You have to follow a great personal development program, and you got to study. Literally, you got to study. The only way you can raise your awareness, that is through study. Like Bob Proctor has still been studying after 60 years. And he said that I know that the only way to keep getting more confident is just through study. So that advice is not coming from someone who is new in the market. That advice is coming from someone who has been there from years. So that means that is coming definitely after the very deliberate dedication, understanding, and research of something that he's talking about. He has seen a lot of changes happening in the world, but he still say the same thing. To awareness is built through study. Now you got to study good books, as I said. Now you can study random books, or you can have a mentor and do exactly what the mentor tell you to do. Now, when I coach people, I don't tell them to study random things. I tell them to study very specific things, because I know that if that's the challenge they're facing, they got to study this to came out of that challenge. And in some cases, that resolves like that. In some cases, it take a little time. Why? Because we all have our own conditioning. Some people have a very stubborn and strong conditioning. Some has a very light conditioning. So whatever your conditioning is, based upon that, you will take some time. But the only answer is study. You cannot neglect it even if you want it, because neglect is never the answer. Study has to be there. Like I study lead the field program this time around. Right now I'm studying that program. Once I finish that, I will move to another program from Bob. And at the same time, I'm studying a couple of specific chapter from the book Science of Getting Rich every single day. Why? Because I want to know that there are some specific traits I want to work upon. So I keep studying them, keep studying them, keep studying them, reframing my thoughts about that idea, reconditioning my brain cells, and reprogramming my paradigms. Because awareness, it's not like there is no end to it. And the more you keep becoming aware about your potential, about the marvelous potential that resides within you, you will realize how much capable you are. And you are capable of doing astonishing things. I can tell you that. But you got to build that awareness. Without awareness, that's not going to happen. And then you must have a want. Because if you don't have a want, if you don't want something seriously, you're not going to study, you're not going to put in the work. First obstacle in the road, and bang, you will be off track back to the old paradigm. So you really want something. And the funny part is that in the beginning, nobody will ever has a strong want. That has to be converted into a strong want by using the principle of autosuggestion. When Andrew Carnegie gave the assignment to write a success philosophy to Napoleon Hill, Napoleon Hill said to Andrew Carnegie, Mr. Carnegie, you know that I'm not capable of doing that. He said, yes, I know. But he said, I'm going to give you a solution because I know there is something in you that makes you the only one who can write it. But yes, you have to go through a challenge. Then Carnegie gave an affirmation to Napoleon Hill. That was like a goal statement we have for ourselves these days. And that was backed up with the principle of autosuggestion. Andrew Carnegie suggested Napoleon Hill that Napoleon, every day, twice, you have to stand in front of the mirror and repeat this affirmation aloud to yourself. You know why? Andrew Carnegie know that until or unless that idea doesn't become a want in the minds of Napoleon Hill, he will surely drift away and will not be finishing the task that is assigned to him. So similarly, whenever you decide upon a goal, when you decide upon a goal, or you decide upon something that you really want in your life, that want is in the conscious level in the beginning. And we're going to talk about the conscious and the subconscious mind later tomorrow when we will be getting back on the day 3. But today, I really want you to understand that in the beginning, your want is not going to be strong enough because that one is not yet properly planted in the treasury of your subconscious mind. And the way to plant it right there is the principle of autosuggestion. That doesn't happen by doing it once or twice, not even for weeks. You have to do it over and over and over again until that goal becomes a burning obsession. And that is done through the principle of autosuggestion. So you got to want something. Like Bob Proctor said that. He said, the only prerequisite to make a decision is you must want it. So you must want it. Doesn't matter whether you believe you can do it or not. That's the later part. We will be working on your belief. We will be working on those in the insidious paradigm that are right there, taking them away and bringing something positive right into your DNA. But you must want it first. And once you want it, then you got to work on your beliefs. Now, that's what we covered a little bit yesterday also. But today, I'm going to expand upon it a little bit more. Now, beliefs are the ideas that consciously or unconsciously has gone into your subconscious mind, and they're now dictating your moves, your actions, your feelings, and your results. Maybe some of you might be having a belief that I wish I could speak like Bob. I wish I could do what Bob is doing, or maybe some other person that you ideal in your life. And at the same time, you have a belief in your mind that you cannot do what they can do. Yesterday, I shared that with you with an example, with an actually in paragraph from Earl Nightingale, that there is a strange reason, why we feel that we cannot do it, but somebody else can. So you really got to upgrade your belief system, because understand that at any given point of time, you can either be the master of your belief system or you can be the prisoner. Either you can be the commander or you can be the prisoner. If you are the prisoner, you first have to become aware that you are a prisoner, because you cannot escape a prison until you know you are in one. So to escape in prison, you must know that you are in a prison. And we all are in a prison of our belief system. As I said yesterday, our belief system is based upon our evaluation of something. And the more we reevaluate our belief about something, our belief about the situation will change. And the only way to change your belief system is to the help of proper educational program with the help of a mentor. You can go and do all the self-study in the world that you want. You will be successful, but who knows how much time it will take. But with the help of a guide and a mentor, you know exactly that, okay, I have to work for that at least for a year or so, and there will be big changes. We do that with clients. We tell them to do exactly, do exactly what we're going to tell you for the next 1 year, and your results will speak for you, and their results speaks for them. So belief system, it's like a very tricky matter, but at the same time, it is very interesting to change those belief systems, because that is when you're changing the root and the foundation of who you are. And then you study, you're automatically upgrading the knowledge that you have right there. But at the same time, when you're doing effective study, you're not just piling up knowledge right there, you are understanding something more important, and that is how to transfer that information into the next step, that is action. Now, that is the last key in the success formula, but that is equally important. There are a lot of people who are who are personal development junkies. Like they read every personal development book, but every single month they have the same problem. Why? You know why? Because they're not taking enough action on the information. If after studying a lot of personal development books, you're still stuck at a certain point in your life, that clearly shows me that you have just worked on building the conscious storehouse of data, and you have not worked on your subconscious conditioning. I see a lot of people to whom I have spoken 6 months ago or a year ago, and I have told them that you got to change yourself, and this is what you have to do in order to grow. And they said, yes, Sukhbir, I'm studying, I'm reading that book, I'm doing that. And then I talked to them 6 months later and asked them, all right, so where are you right now? Are you in a better position? And the most of the time, the answer is no. Why? Because they're not taking the action. And the point here is they don't know why they're not taking the action. And that is where the paradigm blindfolds us. That is where the paradigm takes charge of us. Paradigm is very insidious. It takes controls of our actions in such an automatic way that we become so caught up. Now, tomorrow, when we will be getting into the mind, the key to the freedom, you're going to realize that how understanding the mind can make a bigger difference. But today, I want you to focus on this awareness in this success formula: awareness, study, want, belief, and action. All these elements has to be there, else your journey towards success is not going to be a complete one. It will be like you're trying to be successful, and then you're missing something, and then you're feeling like that, all right, that's not for me. Maybe success is not for me, maybe that is not for me, maybe the money is not for me. You can come up with all kind of excuses. So you got to start with study. Now let me ask you a question: how many hours every single day you study any good personal development book? Let me know in the chat box. If you're on YouTube, you can let me know in the comment box. How many hours you spend every day to study a good book? All right, so I can see a lot of people who are saying 1 hour, and usually those are the people who know the importance of personal development or who are into one of my programs. All right, so 1 hour is the common parameter we are coming up with. So there are 4 of you who said 1 hour, and there are many of you who has no answer yet. All right, so another 1 hour. That's good. So I can see a lot of good people right there who really understand the importance of study, right? But at the same time, If you have to give yourself a numbering from 1 to 10 on the base of actions you're taking every single day, what will be your numbering? Do you believe you're a really effective action taker every day you're involved into actions or not? Go to the chat box and give yourself a number. All right, so I see very, very less. 3, uh-huh, 2, uh-huh, all right. So there is 4 on YouTube. Somebody said 0. So if you're a 0, that's very, then you're not going to get your goal in any position. Somebody said 6. You see, that's where the challenge is. When it comes to action, we don't want to do that. Why? We are programmed. It's a paradigm right there in the center of our being that controls us, and we don't even know it. Even after studying, even after knowing, even after being into the positive environment, still some of the good people right here have not given themselves a 9 or a 10 or an 8. Why? You know why? Because our paradigm doesn't allow us to be there. And tomorrow, when we will be getting into the key of the freedom, I'm going to give you an opportunity tomorrow, which is going to be one of the best ever opportunity I have given to anybody to get mentored by me. So be ready for that. But now I really want to expand a little bit more upon that action and the belief, because I see a lot of you are stuck right there where you're not taking action. Now, you have given yourself number 326. How many of you believe that if you take more action every single day, you will get better results? Absolutely. Everybody has major belief systems to change, Rajiv. Everybody has. And based upon that, the number you have given yourself, that's right. All right. So I see one person saying, I do. Surely I will get better results. Right. So now this is what you have to understand. At the end of the day, it's not what you consciously say that matters. It's what is programmed at the subconscious level that's what matters. You may easily tell me right now that's a beer, I believe, but then your subconscious may tell me a different story, and your results will explain me your subconscious story. So there is a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. When you said I believe, mostly that is at the conscious level, because you have already told me 3 6 number, which shows me that the subconscious mind is keeping you jammed locked. So understand that when you learn something or when you gather an information, that information stays in the part of your mind that doesn't control the action. It's a conscious mind. So right now you're listening to me from last 2 days. You're listening about the belief system. You're listening about the subconscious, a little bit about subconscious mind, but not that a lot. You're listening about the paradigm. You're listening about the success formula. But all that ideas are going into your conscious mind. Does that mean you're going to take action on them? Not at all. Why? Because you may have to engage with these ideas over and over and over again, evoking the principle of auto suggestion so that these ideas get into the subconscious, because it's the subconscious mind that control the action. And tomorrow, when we will be back, we will be discussing about the paradigm part and the subconscious influence part, that how actually everything happens. But for now, I want you to remain in this frequency and understand that you got to build awareness. And to do that, you got to study. You must have a strong want, and then you keep working on your belief system, and you must take continuous action. And understand that when you take action and when you change your results, that also improves of your belief system to a very, very, very large degree. All right. So now we are on for the Q&A. If you have questions, feel free to bring them on in the chat box here on Zoom and in the comment box on YouTube. And I'm looking forward to answer your questions now. If you have questions, you may ask them today. You can ask the question in the Q&A box. It's better. Or if you're on YouTube, you can simply ask your questions in the YouTube chat box. Exactly. Absolutely. That is announcement also that I will do in a little while from now. Like, every Friday we have a call in for our clients, and that is a Paradigm Switch Academy call. So if you don't have questions right now, I want you to go back and study. And 8:30 will be an open invitation for everybody to be a part of my academy call tonight for absolutely free and ask questions that you have. So that opportunity is for everybody. This is our guest night. We may have that guest night every single month from now onwards. So you can be a part of that guest night at 8:30. The link will be shared in my WhatsApp groups and all that places where you can be a part of my guest night and bring more questions that you have. Thank you, Chintan, for reminding me. All right, so we have a question. Any practical steps to leave procrastination? Exactly. Why not? You got to write down an affirmation. Maybe you have it on a piece of a paper or something like that. And every single day, you got to repeat that to your mind, Deepak, that I am a productive action taker. Because at the end of the day, it's about changing the idea right there. So the practical step is write down on a piece of paper that I'm a productive action taker, record that 100 times, listen to that 100 times every single day, even write it if you can 50 to 100 times, and then every single day make a conscious decision to overcome that barrier. That's the best advice I can ever give you. Somebody said where one should start. Is it changing paradigm? Yes, that's where everybody has to start. But before that, we must set up a goal. Because if you don't have a goal, there is no chance that you can ever end up doing anything to change. So you must have a strong goal. You must have an idea of what you really want. Okay. So everybody who's on YouTube or you are on Facebook, not on Facebook, but here on Zoom, keep in mind that 8:30 tonight we have a guest call. It is a call that I do for my clients every Friday, but you are invited to be a part of it tonight so that you can bring on more questions. All right. Chintan, you may share the link here in YouTube with everybody so that they can save that link. That would be great, Chintan. All right. So Vikas said, how many hours you should study daily? Should we read a book daily, even if we are seeing video of yours and Bob Proctor? Like, that's where, because you have to make a decision. You don't have to overwhelm yourself with the study. Like, I'm very specific with my study. I have a program that I apply from Bob, and at the same time, I study one of my programs, like a book. So usually I spend 1 hour to 2 hours studying every single day, and the rest of the day is action, action, and action, and massive action. So you have to set up a target, because see, at the end of the day, even if you try to study whole day, you will never be able to finish all the books on this planet. So it's better not to go towards a lot of knowledge, but it's better to seek the right ideas and just put them into action with us. Okay. So 1 hour is the minimum. If you can spend two, that would be great. Okay. All right. So there's a question from Joshua on YouTube. Joshua, there is no workbooks for today. So it's just a video. You can rewatch it once it's there. All right. So there is a question from Navria. She said, thanks for the session. Now I'm good in taking action after reading a development book or after such a lesson, but after 3 days I stop. That's where you need to consistently work on yourself and you need a mentor. Because mentor is not just about the information, it's more about the accountability. So I encourage you to get on a phone call with one of our team members, or if you want to be on a phone call with me, let's get on a phone call. And I will discuss with you about the mentoring program that we have, because definitely you need a mentor, because getting back into old habits is very easy, but having a mentor adds an extra accountability, and it's add a little more responsibility on your shoulders that really makes you to be accountable. So you may check out one of the few coaching programs that we have. And you can drop me a message on WhatsApp or Facebook, and we can just get on a call to discuss that. All right. All right. Perfect. Let's see if there's any other question. All right. So I don't see any other question here. All right, Chintan. So if you are on YouTube, you may share the link here. I have just added you as a moderator. You may share the link of tonight's call with everybody here on YouTube. And for you all who are a part of this Zoom conference, guys, you will get the link on WhatsApp. All right. So if you have a question, bring it on before we wrap up the session. All right. So let's see if we have any more questions. I don't see any more questions. All right, great, Chintan. Thanks for sharing it. Everybody who's on YouTube, kindly save the link that Chintan has just shared in the chat box, because that is the link you have to use to be a part in the guest night tonight. All right. All right. We are welcome. We are grateful to Deepak to have you here. Lovely. All right. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the day two and making this another special day. Now, buckle up your seatbelt, because tomorrow, when we will be back with a lot of information. So get ready to get a little bit of hangover of the information tomorrow, because we are going to get bombard you with a lot of ideas that you may have to take a little time to digest with. So till then, keep living the life the way you want to live. It is a great masterclass we're doing here, and I only expect it to keep getting better tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Till then, take care. And don't forget to be a part of my guest call tonight at 8:30, in 1 hour and 30 minutes from now. Till then, take care and bye bye.